Hey everybody, Philip here. Got something to share with you today. If you haven't seen the video yet or don't know, about a month or two back now, I ordered a custom corncob pipe from Riccardo Santia. It wasn't one of his regular line of pipes that he offers on Cob or anything. I actually had one custom made by him. Check that video out if you haven't already. But since then, we've kept in contact. We've been shooting ideas back and forth at each other and joking around and everything. And he had this new idea, and he's been doing these new style of pipes that he wanted my opinion of. So he sent me one. It's a prototype, and I'm going to share it with you today and try to get y'all's opinion on it. But here it is. Okay, so still using Missouri Meerschaum cobs, still doing a briar plug in it, still using bamboo shanks. The differences are, for these lines, or for this one specifically anyway, he's been running low on the larger cobs, so he's been using the smaller cobs from Missouri Meerschaum, which are the prides, and that's what this is, the pride cob. And the second difference you'll notice is no acrylic stem on this. Right? You might think this is reed, but it's not reed. It's bamboo actually, which reed and bamboo are in the same family. They're very closely related to both grasses. But nonetheless, this is bamboo, so it has a higher tensile strength. It's much stronger and much more resilient than reed is. Because of he's not using the acrylic stems anymore, or the more expensive bamboo. These pipes will be cheaper than his regular line. His regular line was about $60. These would be about half the price, maybe a little bit cheaper. Don't quote me on this. Prices haven't been set. When they'll come out hasn't been set, nor will where they will be hosted or sold at hasn't been set yet. But anyway, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that he was doing, just a different style of bamboo, and he's just using one single piece of bamboo for the shank and stem. What this does though is creates a different smoking quality out of the pipes. And what I mean by that is the stems on almost all pipes, when you get to the end of the mouthpiece, flatten and widen, so that creates a different mouthfeel or allows the smoke to hit your palate and tongue in a different way than what this pipe does. Because it's completely round or circular, the airway is, it hits your, like I said, it hits your palate and your tongue in a different way. It's unique. I've never smoked anything like this before, and I like it. I mean, some people might not like it, some people might, it's whatever. But it's still drilled at the same diameter, which is like 4mm, 4.5mm, maybe, something like that. 11/16, something, I don't know if it's metric or if it's US. But anyway, and so it hits your mouth in a different way. I like it because it's different. Another thing, because it doesn't have the stem anymore, the way it feels in your teeth when you bite it is different, because you can tell that it's round. But what it does, since this tip, I don't know if you can tell that or not, but because this tip is, or the mouthpiece, whatever you want to call it, is kind of flared out at the end and has this ridge running across it right here, it actually fits good in your teeth. I mean, I find that it doesn't want, like, being how it's styled, I figured, it might want to knock over like this right here, be a little top heavy or something maybe, but it actually doesn't. I'll try to demonstrate this for you. Alright, so it doesn't want to knock over. What I was trying to do is like rotate it over, if y'all couldn't get that through or anything. But so it doesn't want to rotate really. Another thing, you might think that because it's so long and bulbous at the end, compared anyway, that it might be really heavy. You might want to like pry your jaw open. That actually got a very light mouth feel to it, surprisingly light actually. I'd say feels about like in your mouth as a some of the smaller diplomats, or I reckon more so like a straight Legend would. That's what it feels like. Maybe a Legend that's already been mudded in the bottom. Maybe it's slightly heavier than a Legend. But that's what it feels like in your mouth. Very light. Another difference that he's doing, he's carbonized the bottom of this one. Right? And he's done something else here. He's dug a ditch in the briar plug. I doubt you can see this. And they're not. I'll try to take some still pictures and demonstrate what I'm talking about and put those as links down below. But what he's done, I'll try to describe it to you. He's bringing the plug up a little higher than he normally has, and has drilled, like, took that same diameter right here, and it looks like he's drilled straight through the shank and into the briar plug slightly, so it has this little ditch that bevels, or bevel, yeah, bevel maybe might be the best way to do it, that does like this in it, that runs about halfway through the cob. Out right here is where it stops. And I like that because what it does is decreases the amount of wasted tobacco in the bottom, or the amount of half burnt tobacco, dottle some people call it. And because of that, it makes cleaning and dumping out very easy, because once you get to the bottom there, instead of it pardon my French, but instead of it shitting in your mouth, what you do is, because of that bevel, it actually keeps that from happening somehow. I don't know how it does, but I noticed the difference between that. So that's a plus in my opinion. As far as variations on this design, he's talking about using larger cobs, you know, slightly taller. I don't know if they actually be larger in diameter. These are already maxed out in the diameter that this cob can be. You know, his typical finishes, smooth in the brown or the yellowish orange like this one. The rusticated, half rusticated, he's gonna allow the option of having it flat at the bottom or having that briar plug stick out slightly like on some of his other pipes. I'm not sure if he's gonna have the shanks come in at an angle, or if he can bend them, or if they curve naturally. I have no idea about that as of yet. I know he will be using like different lengths of shanks, so not all of them will be like this super long, which is, this is about a 7-inch shank right here. It's about 7 inches, like 6.7, 6.8. The whole pipe is 7.5 inches, so that gives you something. And here's a bic to like show you the size to it. So relative to a regular size bic, that's what you get right there. And it smokes great. I mean, it really does. Because of this extra long shank, it smokes real cool. I mean, it's real cool smoking pipe, so it'd be a great pipe for like some Virginias. I reckon if you're like flakes and stuff, it'd be good for flakes because it does smoke cool. I would, you know, say the best thing it works for would be like Burley's and Burley Virginia mixes, maybe some Vapors, and even Englishes, because of its this cob anyway, because it's stout, because it's short, and it's kind of wide. I think, you know, Englishes would really come through on this. I haven't tried Englishes yet. I've only tried Burleys and Virginias out of it, but it smokes great. And as far as what I want y'all to do, my viewers, if there's any out there, tell me and Riccardo, you know, comment down below and tell us what you think about this design. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Kind of on the fence about it. What changes would you recommend for it, or what variations would you like to see in this? What price do you think would be good for this? Now keep in mind, Riccardo, you know, has to pay for his time and materials in it, you know, so don't be saying like $5, you know, because it's not going to be a $5 pipe, I guarantee that. So tell us what price you think would be fair, and I say fair Got that from Riccardo. And tell us what you think about the name. I've been referring to it as the Colonial Cob, and I like that name, but it's up for debate. Because the reason I call it that is because it has this long thin shank, and it reminds me of like the clay or tavern pipes back in colonial era or whatever. But actually it looks more akin to the traditional corncob pipes that you get from the South, because it has that reed looking stem on it. So, but anyway, tell us what you think about the name. Tell us any differences you would like in it. Would you like to order one or not? As it stands right now, don't know where they'll be hosted online to sell. They might be on Cob. They might be on Mechalon. They might be only available through Riccardo's website itself. I have no idea. But comment down below and tell us what you think about it, basically. Also, besides this, he sent me this little tamper here, just like all of his other pipes. And this one's a little bit smaller because, this is a smaller pipe. He's also sent me, I don't know if he's going to do this with all of them or not, but I thought it was cool. This bag right here. Instead of having his name on it, it says Merry Christmas. It's still like that velour velvet, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's a nice bag. It's cool. It's a nice idea. I mean, I liked it. I laughed my ass off when I got it. What I'm suggesting he's doing, I sent an email to him earlier today, and I would like this. Personally, I think this would be a better addition to it than the bamboo tamper. I think what would be cool would be a bamboo poker made out of this style right here. Just like cutting a piece of it, about that long, and sharpening the tip on it, and maybe carbonizing it or charring it or something. I think that would be a better addition to these pipes, because it would match the pipes, because this bamboo looks a little odd with it. But anyway, tell me what you think about that. Get some of his pipes if you haven't already from Cob or Mechalon, or contact him directly. I'll put the links to his website, Cob and Mechalon, down below. I'm going to put links to still pictures of this pipe down below. Try to show you all the ditch I was talking about in the briar plug. That's about all I can think of. So yeah, tell us if you like it or not. I like it. It smokes great. So that's about it. Hope everyone had happy holidays, and we'll have happy holidays to come. Happy International Corncob Pipe Month, everybody. Later.